Okay, let's continue our instruction in the Yang style Tai Chi, going from shoulder stroke. So from shoulder stroke, let's do from raise hand. Draw back, sink, root in the, sink the Qi left, step, shift into shoulder stroke, sink the Qi. Now from shoulder stroke, going into white crane, spread wings. From shoulder stroke, what you're going to do is shift 100% in the right leg. And as you shift 100% in the right leg, this part of your arm is coming up and the palm is going down. So as you shift 100%, your waist will naturally turn to the right. You're not doing that. You're naturally turning. As you shift 100%, you're sinking and rooting, sinking the Qi in the right leg. So your body naturally turns. Now, from here, as you pick up the left foot, your body turns and touch the toe. So when you do the white crane spread wings, okay, this is coming up, this is going down. Now it's important to understand, many people do white crane spread wings and they do the hand here because they think that this is a block and this is a block. They're not blocks. Yes, okay, so again, when people misinterpret the form, then they do the form in what they think it is. So the shoulder stroke, remember when you do shoulder stroke, you still have, even though in the form, you have a shoulder stroke where you can, of course, just bump with your shoulder, yes, where you're hitting the chest or wherever. But remember, you're coming from here, you actually still have his wrist. And so when you bump here, you're actually bumping his upper arm to dislocate the shoulder. So you actually have his wrist, and this part, you're actually bumping the upper arm. So you have the arm locked and you're bumping here. So from the shoulder stroke, the white crane is actually a continuation with the same opponent, where you're still holding his wrist, you're still holding his arm, and you are under his arm. This has the wrist, so you're pressing down his wrist and you're under his armpit as you are here. So his armpit is here and you're locking. This has his hand. You're locking. Yes, his body's facing that way also. See, because you have him, you're outside of his left arm, and then you're locking. He's facing that way. I have his wrist. I'm under his armpit, so you're creating a lock. And his body is lifted and floated, means you have control of him. He doesn't have the ground and root, so you're floating him. So this is one of the movements also where you can come up in that right leg where you're not sitting down, because you have your whole body raising the opponent, uprooting and holding suspended. So this hand, again, is not here. It's not a block. It's not a block here and a block here. This is a locking, controlling technique. The empty stance represents that you're upright and now you can walk, because if you have the opponent here, it means you can walk and control him because his body is lifted and he has no ground. Okay, so I want you to understand that. You see, if you go here, then he punches left, you're controlling that arm, controlling him, still controlling him, breaking, dislocating at the shoulder, continue to control. This arm is going to come up because you're under his armpit, going under his arm. This has his wrist. And you're up because you're controlling him upwards. And this empty stance represents that you can walk, controlling. Okay, so let's do it this way. Okay, from raise hand. Draw back, sink the chi, step out, shift into shoulder stroke. Now, from here, you're going to, so after you shoulder stroke, you're going to shift 100%, press the left palm down. The waist naturally turns. Then as you turn, the right arm continues to go up, left palm down, and touch the toe. Pick up, touch the toe. Okay, so again. So the empty stance represents lightness and being upright. Okay? So that position. Up, down. The technique is here, under his armpit, under his arm, and his wrist. So the energy is. Okay, let's do together to there. Ready? Wuji. Shoulder level. Elbow sink, palm sink, knees sink. Shift the water left, sink the chi. Turn the waist, right foot palm, shift right. Sink the chi. Remember, you have a slight pause wherever you sink chi. Movement must be balanced with stillness. Sink the chi. Transition. So when you get to the ward-off position, take a minute, sink the chi in that back leg to feel the ward-off position. The ward-off position continues going forward. Relax your back. Roll back. Sink the chi. Square up the waist and press. Sink the chi. Separate. Sink the chi. Push. Sink the chi. Relax your back. Back and turn. Shift right. Grasp. Sink the chi. Draw the left foot in. Step the heel. Single whip. Sink the chi. Shift right. Pivot left foot in slightly. Shift left. Release the right hand. Transition step. Pause. Sink the chi. Pick up the knee. Touch the heel. Pause. Sink the chi. Relax, turn the palm, draw back, sink on the left leg, sink the chi. Step back out, shift right, 80% shoulder stroke, sink the chi. 100% right, transition, right arm coming up, left palm going down. Pick up the left foot, turn and touch the toe. Sink the chi. Good. Okay, so I hope that helps you understand your movements up to there.